Hey everybody, peace and blessings be upon you. It is your favorite talk show host, your favorite podcaster, Ms.Ash.B. And yes, we are healing at the table where healing never stops. Y'all, I always tell y'all that because it is true. Healing never stops. This is an ongoing journey. This journey is a lifetime until that casket closes on you. We are healing every day. We are healing all day. It is a choice to heal. It is a choice to want to be in the presence of God and have a clear mindset, a clear space in your mind. We want to heal, we want to grow, and we're going to do just that. You know that before we get started, I always say our prayer and our disclaimer. I'm going to go in on this disclaimer today. And again, Healing at the Table is a faith-based broadcasting, life coaching company. And when I say that, I mean that whatever content we put out, be it written communication or verbal communication, it is in alignment with our beliefs, spiritual beliefs that we have, and we are not liable or reliable for any information or content you decide to choose to use and apply to your life, because this is what we believe, and this is for educational, informational purposes only. Okay, we do have sponsors lined up, and again, if you want to be a sponsor and you want one of your products that you may have lined up on our show, feel free to reach out to me on social media platforms, IG Healing at the Table Talk Show, so that we can go ahead and see what you have to offer the world, and we can talk to you regarding that. Okay, so we're moving on to our sponsors today. And thank you again for our sponsors for allowing me to be able to bless the airwaves with the information about the sponsorship and let them know what you're bringing to this industry of beauty, travel, and all of that good stuff. We have Angel Faces Mentor Program. They're doing a raffle for Mother's Day. The tickets are $5. We've been talking about this ongoing. This is their first fundraiser, and the reason why it's so heavy on my heart is that these girls are promised a good future, right? And we need the help of the community to step in and to be a part of that. The tickets are only $5. There are so much things that we want to do with these young ladies to help them in the community, and we're starting here with this fundraiser. The contest will raffle off on the 9th of May, so please join in, be able to tune in live. I'm not sure what platform the organizer will be going live on to do the raffle, but you can get with her, and again, she's on all social media platforms. Okay, thank you. Eats with Sunshine. Eats with Sunshine is a local bakery. Not only do they bake goods, they also do catering. And they, from my understanding, will be plugged in with DoorDash. So if you are a frequent DoorDasher and you're looking for some good foods, comfort foods, some sweets and things like that, this is the restaurant. This is the place you want to order from. Okay, they are going live on DoorDash here shortly. If she's tuned in and watching, she'll be able to let you all know that she will be live. And I'm not sure if they're going to have any coupons available for their first week of go live on DoorDash. But when they do, I'm sure they will let you know that, hey, we got this, and this is what we're offering you for ordering from Eats with Sunshine off of DoorDash. So keep up the good work, y'all. And we moving on to the next. All right. I told y'all last week, I told y'all the week before, Azalea and I have a heart for Africa. And I have a lot to talk about today about Africa and just different things that's been going on with me inwardly. But rightplacehealth.org, they want us, if you want to lock arms with them and help eradicate the waterborne diseases and illnesses in Africa due to the water problem. If you want to be a part of this to make a change, we're asking you to go ahead and go to visit this website, see what you can do. Any small amount, any large amount, it is appreciated. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. Mariama, she is the young lady I met on TikTok, and it has been a pleasure and meeting with her because of this trip that she does every year. Every year she's doing this trip to Lagos, and in 2025 they're going to Ghana. So if you're looking to visit the motherland, this is the time to do it now, where you can go ahead and make a payment plan with her and her travel company. You'll be able to go and have a good time and see the beauty of Africa. So I am just letting you all know that if you are looking for a reasonable trip, this will be the one to the motherland that you will want to go ahead and be a part of, because guess what? They have a payment plan. I told y'all it's a payment plan, and a lot of times some of us need payment plans, okay? Because you just can't throw all of that out at one time. So that's just all. But yeah, just make sure you reach out to Mariama. She'll be able to give you some more insight on how to plug in with going to Africa with them. And they do it multiple times a year, January, June, and December. And I'm looking forward to the trip in December, okay? Just FYI. Y'all, I'm here, I'm live, I'm locked, and I'm loaded. And I am ready to talk to you all today. The topic today's show is when you want to give up. When you want to give up, do you throw in the towel? Do you keep pushing? Do you let go? What do you do when you feel like life is heavy? When you feel like you're overwhelmed? When you feel like everything that you're working so hard for is not coming to pass the way you envisioned it in your mind? What do you do? Have you ever asked yourself that question? What do you do when you want to give up? Have you ever felt like you just wanted to throw in the towel, that life was dealing you blows that you couldn't believe? Life was dealing you these blows and you just couldn't believe that you was being hit from every side, right, left, front, and center. What do you do? Okay, so I asked y'all that question because the name of this show is Healing at the Table. When we come on this broadcast, when I say we, myself, and any guest that I bring in, when we come, we're coming with true, real life testimonies. Places that we've been spiritually in our lives, places and things that we're going through now. And when you rip the Band-Aid off, when you rip the cover off of where you really are, and you're able to look at that thing head on, eyeball to eyeball, and stand flat-footed and say that I am confronting this issue that I'm dealing with. I am going to deal with this, because if I don't deal with it, it's going to deal with me ongoing. It's going to deal with my grandchildren, my children, and I'm never going to get to that place in which I want to be, because I'm telling you, it's beautiful on the other side. So when you want to give up, do you really just give up? Do you just quit? You just throw in a towel and say, forget it? Let me give you my testimony. So last week, I was feeling heavy. I was feeling like this podcasting stuff is not working. I'm going live. I'm doing this every Sunday. I'm sending out my videos. I'm sending out the information to people. They know what time I come on, and yet and still don't nobody plug in. The people, there's a few good 5 people that will tune in every Sunday. I don't have to send them a video. In fact, they're texting me saying, what time are you going live? Because I'm on YouTube and I don't see you. And I'm saying, hold on. We working some stuff out behind the scenes. So just hold on. So I appreciate those who call and say, okay, I can't wait for Sunday. I can't wait to tune in. I can't wait to listen to what you have to say. And then you have the others that say, oh, I forgot you were going live. And the reason why that will bother me, as some things bother certain people, the reason why that bothers me is because when I was growing up and I had my favorite shows that I like, right? I had the Full House, I had the Family Matters, and on Friday it was TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. So you already knew what time those shows were coming on. In fact, you and your family had y'all snacks and whatever it was that you was getting prepared for, so you can enjoy those back-to-back episodes. But then when you have friends or you have neighbors or you have family members that are trying to do just that thing, you don't make it a appointment in your life to set your alarm. You don't make it a point to be there to support. Do you understand that all of us in this world that are doing something meaningful, we need support? It's simple as that. And I don't care how strong you are in your faith, you will go through roads and mountaintops, highs and lows and valleys where you feel like throwing in the towel. I had a conversation with someone last week and I said, oh my goodness, I'm not doing great numbers on social media, on Facebook. It's about 2-3 people looking, watching. I'm going to deactivate it, because what is the point of putting so much energy and effort into something and you're not yielding those results that you want? So you have to find out what platform is going to work for you. Who is my audience? Where are those people at? Where's that tribe of people that want to hear what I got to say? Who are those group of people that's going to share and support and be there because they want, they need, and they got to hear what I have to say? So that is where I'm going with. When you feel like throwing in a towel, do you throw in the towel because they didn't call you this week? Do you throw in the towel because they didn't share your video this week? No, ma'am. No, sir. You keep going. You keep going no matter what it looks like. They didn't buy product this week. It is okay. They didn't call you this week. It is okay. They didn't pick up for you. It is okay, because there is a group of people waiting on you. They waiting on you to succeed. They're waiting on you to open your mouth and give them what thus said the Lord, whatever that is. You may be the guru in real estate. You may be the guru in skincare products, hair care products. You may be the guru in educating and leadership and all of those things. What do you do when the people that you believe that are supposed to be supporting you don't support? Because then I have to ask myself, who am I doing this for? Am I doing it for God because he called me to this? Or am I doing it for the applause? I want you to be my cheerleader. No. God had already called me. God had already called you. So when he called you, that was enough cheerleading. You didn't need the people in your family to cheerlead you. They don't even, that's your cousin. That's your sister. That's your brother. They only have the capability of being who they are. They may not be your tribe. They may not be the person or the group of people that's going to buy into what you're selling. And it's okay. It's okay when we realize that the people that we are so much pulling on. I shared this on social media last week before I deactivated, that we are pulling on people that don't pull on us. We are pulling on people that don't believe in us. We're trying to collaborate and connect with people that could care less if you went and reached the stars or you stayed right where you were today. Why are we pulling on those people? Why are we gravitating? Why are we sending stuff out to them when they don't even care? Ask yourself that. And let me tell you what I discovered. When we pull on people that are not our tribe, that are not called to be in our unique circle of influence, you're dealing with some unresolved trauma. You're dealing with trauma from childhood, trauma from relationships, and all of this stuff is manifesting through you pulling on somebody who doesn't want you. Let me give y'all some stories and look, we here to be free. We here to just take off all of the skeletons, let all that stuff go. Okay? 2018 in February. Okay, I'm about to give y'all some insight. 2018 in February. I was single as I am today. I jumped online, put my little profile up, my little cute little picture, and I met somebody. Okay. I met this guy and instantly we felt like we connected. Okay. We not together today. So it camouflage. Okay. Or not saying camouflage, but counterfeit for each other. So 2018, we started talking. Within 3 days, we meet. It was a long distance relationship. He lived in one part of the world. I lived in the other. Long distance, we were stayed over, basically. And so we kept that going for about 3 to 4 years. I would go back and forth to see him, roughly towards the end of the relationship, he decided, I'm going to come drive there. Everybody was like, that ain't no healthy relationship. That's a bad relationship. Anybody that really wants you will come see you, this, that, and the third. And I believe that. I do believe that if a man really wants you, he's going to come for you and he's going to show you that. But we met and everything was going good until I got tired of making that trip back and forth. Every other weekend. I'm driving 6.5 hours and it just became to take a toll over me. Could their relationship have worked had that not been the downside of the relationship? I don't know. But what I do know is that the purpose of me sharing this is that we find ourselves overly giving, overly pouring into somebody, overly doing. Why was I feeling like I had to commute back and forth from Texas to Louisiana every other weekend to sustain a relationship? Because there was something inside of me that felt like if I don't do this, then I'm not going to get to my end goal, which is a healthy, happy relationship and marriage. Forget that person pouring into me. And so when they don't pour into you, when people don't give to you, when they don't pour your cup up, you're going to feel like drained. You're going to lack a lot of energy. You're going to feel like you're overworked. And in that relationship, that's what I felt like. Was this person a bad person? No, but that act of not doing or reciprocating what I'm doing for you, that became a problem. And when you look on it, once it's all over and done and you remove the scale from your eyes, you see, man, I failed myself in that situation. I don't want to do that again. And then if you don't heal from that, you find yourself doing it again. Have I done that since then? No. Give y'all another testimony. Last year, and I have two stories for this. We didn't meet in person. I'm single. I get online. I met this guy and just communicating over the phone. That's as far as we got. We had plans to meet up, but we never did. This guy's in Katy, Texas. And I was like, okay, well, I'm on to something. This is a Nigerian. I like Nigerian men, and this guy, hey, he's Nigerian. So we started talking, and we didn't get past the phone conversations. And we didn't get past the conversations. He had his own reason, allegedly, that he wasn't happy with the questions I was asking him. I had questions. I was asking questions. Maybe the questions were repetitive. Maybe they were just getting on his nerve. I don't know. And at this point, it don't even really matter because we cut ties. And if I see him in the street, I'm going to speak. Hey, I still have his number. In fact, hey, here's a Healing at the Table video today. I'm talking about you. But anyways, we did not meet. And to me, that little situation of me getting to know somebody over the phone, and because you get uncomfortable or you don't like the questions that I'm asking you, and instead of you trying to get to know me and figure out or find out why I'm asking you these questions, instead you say, okay, well, forget it. Let's cut it off. By all means, cut it off. So when people want, and I respect him for that. Why do I respect this man for that? Because he opened his mouth and said, this ain't gonna work. I'm good. But for a couple days, he didn't. And I'm like, why aren't you saying this or that? You waited before you said, oh, I don't want to deal with you no more. And so when people cut you off, that is a blessing. Let people cut you off because you're being cut off so you can connect with those who God has called for you to connect with. A lot of times we look at that as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that somebody cut you off. I respect somebody for telling me that I don't want to deal with you versus somebody that I'm still trying to be friends with and you don't like me. No way. But you would never open your mouth and say it. A lot, like I said, that's dealing with childhood trauma. We're still connecting to people who don't mean us no good. Why? Childhood trauma. That is something that you have to resolve through prayer, fasting, and counseling. Let me look at my notes because I did bring notes today, y'all. I did bring some notes today. So when you are connecting with your tribe, they're going to want to collaborate with you. They're going to want to work with you. You're not going to have to try to twist their arm. You're not going to try to make them see that you're good, that you're so valuable. You don't have to do any of that when you're connecting with like-minded people that have your best interest at heart. You have to do that with people that do not care about you and they only see what they can get out of it. That's a problem. You cut them people off. Get away from them because it's causing you not to fulfill destiny, not to fulfill purpose. We all have a right to get this device right here and go on do not disturb. We have that right to go on this device and not answer anybody's text or phone call that calls us because nobody can make us pick up the phone. Nobody can make you text them, right? Text them back. The problem that I have with that is we have people that we do that to. We ignore them. We don't answer their calls. We look at the phone. We see it ringing and we ignore it. Why do we do that? We don't deem them valuable. We don't deem them special or important in our lives. So we have to check ourselves and ask ourselves, why are we doing that? Because I guarantee you, every one of us got somebody in our phone that we'll take off running for. They say jump, we say ha ha. I guarantee you got somebody in your phone that you'll do that for. Why? Because that's how much you love them and you want them to know that you'll sacrifice for them. We got people that we are trying to connect with that would never sacrifice. They'll turn over and they'll see you on fire and they wouldn't piss on you. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, they will see you burning in flames and they won't do anything to put that fire out because they don't have that much respect or value for you. So why would you allow yourself to be devalued by somebody who don't even care? We talking about giving up, y'all. And when you give up on those type of relationships, you didn't give up on yourself. You didn't give up on your God. You gave up on being treated any kind of way. So you move on. You move on. You do what is in your best interest. You don't want to keep being hurt. If you was hurt as a child, why would you keep letting friendships tear you down? Another story. So, y'all, I have somebody in my phone right today that I reach out to, I pour into, I encourage, I uplift. Not just one person, but this is multiple people that I know that I encourage, I uplift. You call me, if I'm by my phone, I'm going to answer it. If I'm in another room, I'm going to run to it unless my hands are just tied up and I can't get to it. But when I call, I text, hey, call me when you get a chance. Hey, call me when you're available. Hey, when you get a chance, blah, 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 do this. Hey, what you think about this? And they never respond or they respond weeks later. That right there is somebody that does not deem you as important. You cannot be valuable to them if they're going to put you on pause for 2 weeks. Think about it. Listen, I could be going through the worst storm in my life. Last week, I felt very much overwhelmed with life. I was overwhelmed with life, with things that was hitting me left, right, front, and center. But I still was available. I still made myself available to people that I love. If you love somebody, you are available to them. You don't just shut down on people. That is oh my God. Y'all, I was in a relationship with somebody that when he got mad, he didn't talk. He didn't answer the phone. It was a form of, I'm putting you on punishment. I was in a relationship with this man for 3 to 4 years. And that was his MO. If I did or said something that he did not like, that phone call that I made was going unanswered. That text was going unresponded to. And so I asked myself, Lord, you know I have a desire to be married. I have a desire to connect with my tribe. Not even just with marriage, just connecting with my tribe of people that's going to be influential as I am in their lives as well. Why am I continuing to meet people that do not see me as valuable? Why am I connecting with these men that will put me on pause? But I guarantee you that somebody that you really like, you're going to reach out to her. You're going to call her. You're going to check on her. Because you think and you see whatever scale you done put this person on, that they are so great to you. But when it comes to me, I'm not that great. And y'all look at this video and y'all say, man, she is so open. I am very open. That's the only way you're going to be healed. Me calling and reaching out to somebody and they don't respond, ask my siblings. When especially if it's been 5 text messages, I know you seen it. 5? My brother, I'm using you for an example. If you're looking at this thing, at this podcast, you know you're gonna be responding to group texts. So what I had to realize is that we are all uniquely different. And because I'm gonna run to respond to a group chat or a text, it doesn't mean that one of my siblings, my nieces, my nephews, they're gonna do the same thing. We're all different, and we all respond to stuff differently for whatever reason. But that does not negate from the fact that there are people that you reach out to and they see it. They see your stuff and then they don't even acknowledge it. And ask anyone that knows me about the supporting thing. I support, I share. I don't even have to know you. I'm going to share your stuff. If I see it and look good, or if you text me and it's not nothing inappropriate and you ask me, can I share? I'm going to share. If you text me and say, hey, I just posted this video, go check it out, leave your comments, I'm going to comment. I'm going to say something. I am going to say something about your content. Why? You asked me to do it. It don't cost me any money to get on this phone that I have in my pocket that I'm so accessible to every day to just comment, share what you got going on. What is wrong with that? Why do y'all have a problem with sharing people's stuff? I don't do what you do. I can't plait hair. I can't braid hair. I don't have this or that going on. I'm doing something totally different. So we need to ask ourselves, why is it such a hard thing for us to support other people that are small business owners, that are doing great things? Why we cannot give them their flowers? Why do you wait till somebody is being rolled across the church on their back before you give them your flowers or their flowers, or before you say to them, I love you, I care about you, wake up, wake up? They not going to wake up. They gone. All of that stuff you're saying to them, you should have said it to them when they was alive. Why did you wait until the breath, they gave up the ghost? It was gone. No more. This is real talk. We are really being open today. I don't have a lot of friends. I really don't. And there is one friend in particular we met at work. This lady is so supportive. So supportive. If she can't catch it now, she'll catch it later. Can't come in now, she'll come in later. And I appreciate that, because that's a true friend. Vice versa. If I have information, when you're friends with people and you have information to share, why would you withhold information that's gonna make them win? Why do we keep so much information buried for us that does not serve us any purpose, but it serves the next person purpose for their destiny and their assignment, and we never say anything to them about the accessibility that we have to the funding, to whatever it is? Your platform. If you have something going on and you want me to share it, people on my platform may want what you got. I might not need it. I might not need a life insurance policy. because I have one. But if you selling life insurance policies, let me go ahead and pass this information on to somebody that actually needs it. A lot of times people in this generation and time have a being in the crab barrel mentality, whatever it's called. When you trying to step on people to get to the next level, you don't have to step on nobody. Your steps are already ordered by the Lord. And if you just sit back and pray and ask God, he'll lead you. It's the truth. It is the truth. It is no lies told. Pray, trust God, and we still talking about not giving up when you want to give up. Ask yourself, when they don't make that phone call, when they don't reach out to you, are you going to just throw everything away? Because one man don't find you attractive? Does that mean that all the other billion people on the planet doesn't find you attractive? The devil is a liar. You going to wait for one man to locate you that you like, that you dealing with. They see you. The man see you. The woman sees you. You done told this person that you like them, and they still don't show interest in you. Cut it off. Cut it out. Cut it out. You're holding yourself back from getting that thing that God has for you. For me, I'm talking to me. If I want to be married, if I want somebody to like me, I need to like who like me. Right? We liking folks that don't like us. Like, that's crazy. Look, I told y'all every Sunday I come in here and I be transparent. I'm getting my deliverance because I have to be open. I have to be honest. If we're healing at the table, we gonna heal for real. And we gonna start with me. I had this conversation weeks ago. When I had one of the guests on the show from the Bronx, I believe he was from the Bronx. But he came on here and he was saying how he met his wife, they were fiance, and they'll be getting married this year. He knew he couldn't waste time with people that only wanted to be his friend. Like, you only want to be my friend. You don't see me as valuable enough to take me to the next level. I'm not about to sit around and waste my time because you know what you want. I'm not saying that we cannot have friends that are platonic. We do need friends of both sexes. Like, you do need friends because you have business collaborations you're working on. You have ministry that you're doing. You do need friends of all kinds. However, if you are friends with somebody, for me, if I'm liking somebody, there's this guy I was liking, and I was having a conversation with my sister the other day. I was like, man, I like this dude, but he don't show me no interest. Like, is nothing about the dynamic of this man showing me or even opening his mouth saying that he liked me in that capacity. So why like somebody in that capacity who does not like you? We dealing with unresolved trauma because your father wasn't in your life. Maybe because you feel like this is the only person and this is the best thing since sliced bread. But there are tons of engineers, lawyers, doctors, professors, all kind of men, blue collar men, white collar men. Why would you just zone in on the one that don't like you? It is crazy. I zoned in. Like, I zoned all the way in. And I'm not saying that the man don't like me as a person. He probably does. And I believe that he does. He don't like me in the capacity in which I like him, wanting more. Okay? So once you come to grips, Ashley, Ms.Ash.B, once you come to grips that you have to let go, you have to embrace letting go. I tell my daughter this all the time. Now I have to tell myself, embrace letting go of the idea that this person could be the one. Let go of the idea of this person could be your forever. Because if the person was your forever, it wouldn't be a struggle. It wouldn't be like this push and pull. It would be, I see you. I see, and you beautiful, and you have what I'm looking for. I see where this is going, or what this could go. And guess what? We about to court. That didn't happen for me with this person. So we went on that one date. That one date was that. We ain't went out no more since then. But we still are cool. We still have connection to one another. But I have to just pour into myself daily that you have to embrace letting go. And if time permits and God realign you all again, and if you ain't met nobody by then okay. But don't put your life on hold because somebody is not ready for you. And y'all, I'm about to pull up the phone so I can see if anybody is coming and so I can engage. Are they talking, producer?
Let's check that out. We have a few. We have somebody commenting on YouTube.
Okay. So we're going to open up the phone lines. Okay. I'm not going to be in here long today talking about this. We are opening up the phone lines. So if you want to call in, if you have a similar story, if you have a similar situation that you've been through this, or if you just want to say you enjoying the show or not, the phone lines are open. Give us a call. But we really appreciate those of you who tuned in, who called and let us know how you feel. We appreciate that seriously. But yes, we have to understand that when you are projecting yourself on somebody, that's a bad business. No, it's supposed to be mutual. It's supposed to be a mutual thing. You know, you don't want to be all into somebody that's not all into you. And when you come to that realization and you see that and you see that you're worth more, not that they are a bad person, not that they don't like you like that. So once you come to that grips, you're not going to slander, you're not going to disrespect, you're going to have that respect for them, and you're going to move on because that is just the way of life. Everybody that we meet does not like us like that. Everybody that you meet is not your wife, not your husband. Understand that. And we have to be adults enough to rationalize those thoughts so that you don't be pulling on somebody that is not pulling on you. And I told y'all, and I keep saying that I see people. I've done it. I've been guilty of it. Pulling on people that has no real interest in gluing themselves to us in a temporary season or in a season of longevity. So when you see that, you have to be okay with the fact that this is what it is. And I'm not going to try to do anything to manipulate it to work. I'm not going to manipulate this business contract. If it's for me, it's for me. If the audience are watching and they're for me, they're for me. We have to understand that it is simply okay to have, and somebody came for me on TikTok. I posted a video up and they disagree with my content. And disagreeing with my content is fine. And I say when people put their things out and you disagree respectfully. Don't disagree and you want to go back and forth with me like this is a fight, because it's not. I mean, say your piece, move on. And that's just that. So the phone lines are open. Y'all not calling. It's okay. I'm going to get ready to close the show out. I thank you all for tuning in today. Remember, no show on next Sunday. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day. And another thing too, somebody is calling, so I was about to keep going, but you can go ahead and answer. Hey caller, you're live. We're Healing at the Table. This is Ms.Ash.B. Go ahead.
Blessings, Ms.Ash.B. I just appreciate you being transparent and using your own examples, your own life lessons and examples. That's where it starts. So, amen and kudos to you. And keep up the good work. You're about kingdom business.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate your call.
Have a blessing.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. But yeah, so we are closing out. But just to remember that we are not having a show next Sunday. And I will keep you all informed about the rest of the month of May, because we have some transition going on in the background, trying to see and hear from God where he's leading and where he is guiding this show to. So just stick around and just know that we appreciate your support. Be patient with us. And yeah, God bless y'all. Y'all have a good night all over the world. Bye.